Hello pals, I have just finished reading this amazing book and I thought it would be really cute to do like a virtual book club because I read loads of amazing books and I really want to recommend them to people, the ones that I've really liked, and kind of vice versa as well, like you can recommend books to me. But it's even better than a regular book club because people read at different speeds, people have different busy lives, and you'll probably never finish the book at the same time as everyone else. So this means you can just wait and not watch the follow-up video until you've finished reading the book, and then you can have the discussion about it. Well, I thought this was a really cute idea anyway, so we're giving it a go. As this is the first one, you won't have read this book yet, but maybe you want to start reading this book now, so you can pause this video, read this book, and then listen to the discussion and let's talk about it because there will be spoilers and everything. So the book that I've just finished reading is You Are a Badass. Can't say that in my accent. You Are a Badass. No, it just doesn't work. It's an American book, so I'll go full on American with reading the title. It's You Are a Badass. It's a self-help book and I'm really into these at the moment because I'm doing like soul searching and what is my calling in life, and I've recently graduated and what do I want to do with the rest of my life, so I feel like a lot of you will probably relate. And I have read a lot of self-help books, some of which are like so wishy-washy and I can't resonate with it at all, and some of which are amazing and empowering and just make me feel great, and this was one of them. It is very, very American and very kind of Jesus-y and spiritual, and there's dropping the God word in there as well, but if you can look past that and kind of just go along with that for the book, then this book is incredible. So it's split up into different sections and then there's different chapters within the sections that kind of take you all the way from kind of looking at how you've become this way and how you've got into this situation. It's kind of relevant to any stage of life, by the way, not just those like me who are having a quarter-life crisis. So it looks at how you've got this way, what kind of beliefs and thoughts have led you to want to change your life. There's a police car. And then the rest of the sections are some really practical advice on how you can look at how you've got this way, kind of assess your thought processes, realize what is causing you to be this way and how to address it, like some practical tips. So there's some bits where she gets you to write down in a journal some things. So there's a part where she's talking about your subconscious beliefs and how these kind of formed from childhood and you've carried them with you, your beliefs about the world, and now they're no longer relevant because you're not a child anymore. So I thought that chapter was really interesting. So I sat down and I wrote down all of these subconscious beliefs that I've kind of carried with me, and wow, the sun is out again and my battery's dying. Such a professional. So I wrote down all of the subconscious beliefs that I've been carrying with me from childhood and kind of where those came from and the kind of benefits that I was getting from those beliefs, even though they are not beneficial to me anymore. And that was just really interesting to kind of look at what my beliefs are. It was like a therapy session. Like reading this book was like a counselling session. I came away with some practical tips as well as kind of offloading all of my brain guck onto a page and looking at it and being like, oh, that's where that came from. That's where that random belief about this thing came from. And on the kind of more spiritual side, she talks a lot about affirmations and manifesting your ideal life, and the universe will deliver that ideal life, which I was a bit like, not too sure about this to start with, but then reading about it and going into reading this book with an open mind, I was like, you know what? I think I can get on board with this. Why not give it a try? So I've actually used this. Like yesterday I was walking home with my shopping. So yesterday I was walking home with a food shop and it was really, really heavy and I had like quite a bit to go to walk home with my food shop. And I was like, oh God, this is so heavy, I can't carry it, I'm gonna need to get a taxi, why did I go to the shops without Adam, blah, 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 blah. Mind like going off in like a tangent, just a ramble. And then I was like, no, you know what? I can carry this shopping. So I had my shopping, it was really heavy, and I was kind of doing affirmations to myself like, I am strong, I am powerful, I can carry this shopping, I am grateful that milk was on offer and that is why my shopping is so heavy, I'm grateful that this heavy shopping will make me stronger in the long run and provide exercise to me. All of this stuff in my head. I must have looked right weird because I like had a proper concentration face on while I was carrying my shopping, but I did it and I got home and I was like really pleased with myself that I just persevered and pushed through and walked my shopping home. My battery and SD card ran out at the same time. But I am grateful that that happened, because it meant I could kind of collect my thoughts and like pick out some more bits that I want to talk about this book. So, you know, things happen for a reason. That is one of the main things that I kind of got from this book, actually, is gratitude. And like, I knew that being grateful made you more happy and blah blah blah, and you should always be grateful and everything like that. But this book, for some reason, that just really resonated with me this time. And now I think, like with the shopping, I think about kind of if a bad thing happened or if something kind of inconvenient happened, I really think about what the positives were from that and what I'm grateful to that experience for, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it's just really changed my mindset when it comes to gratitude and, yeah, thinking about negative experiences. One part of the book that I wasn't the biggest fan of was where she's written about depression, and has kind of written that you can just kind of manifest depression away, and that if you stay connected with God and everything, that your depression will just vanish, and you can just, you know, if you have the right mindset, then depression will go away. And that, I think, is very like a very narrow view and very limited view. Yeah, fair enough, it might alleviate some symptoms to change your mindset, but you know, it's also a medical condition that needs medical support. Also, some of her examples, like, well, to be fair, in a lot of self-help books, they always put examples in, and I'm like, that's not relevant to me at all. Like, oh, what was the bit? There's a bit where she's talking about finding a place to write her book and trying to find an apartment to write her book in, and that she just kind of hoped and then it happened, like she manifested it and then it happened like exactly that way. And I was a bit like, I'm a little bit skeptical about that, about whether that is actually how it happened, but you know, it's an impressive story, and I guess I would have to kind of experience it myself to believe it. But then that is kind of what this whole book is about, that we shouldn't need to see it to believe it, we should just believe in it and then we'll see it. So maybe that's my own mindset again that needs kind of changing a bit. So overall, amazing book. I think I'll definitely be reading it again, because like, I read it quite quickly. I read it in about a week, so I think I need to read it again to just kind of really absorb all the information in it. And the chapters are really short, so I'll probably read like a chapter before bed or something and just, yeah, ingrain it in my mind so that I can resonate with it a little bit more. And I also really like the resources section at the back. I thought that was really interesting, so I'll have a look through that, and maybe there'll be some other books in the resources section that I'll read as part of book club. I feel like we need to get the hair out of my mouth. I feel like we need a really jazzy name for this. Like, book club is just really boring. I don't know. That quirky book club? Let me know in the comments if you could think of a jazzy name for this. Also, let me know if you've read this book. Tell me what you think about it. Like, I want to read everything. I know this video was very much like, it was almost like a review rather than a book club conversation, but that's because it's the first one. In future, I'd like to kind of ask what your thoughts are before, and then talk about what some of you guys have said and what my thoughts are of a book. So it's more like a discussion rather than a review of the book. So let me know if that is something that you'd be interested in, if you are excited for book club. I've never been in a book club before. I always thought they were for like old people, so this can be like the young people book club, or just whoever wants to join in book club. I'll also be kind of involving you more in choosing the books as well. Obviously this was the first one, so I just picked the book, and I've also picked the second one as well. So the next book we're going to be reading in book club is Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harare. Adam's read this and he said it was really good. I've also just given this to my granddad for his birthday, so he's going to be reading it and joining in with book club as well, so I'll see what he thinks about it. It is quite a hefty one, so it's probably going to take a little while. So I will keep you updated on social media when I finish this and when I'm going to be filming the next book club. It's not going to be like at a set time because everyone's busy at different times. Books are longer than others. So I will let you know when I finish this and when I'm going to be filming the next book club and asking for your opinions about it. So grab yourself a copy of it. I will put a link in the description, which will be an affiliate link, but if you'd rather go to a physical bookshop or borrow it from someone, then absolutely do that. And I really hope you enjoy this book, and I hope that I enjoy this book as well. Thank you so much for watching, guys. As always, thank you for supporting my channel. Please like this video if you've liked it and if you like the book club concept, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.